Journey of Life Jumedi, a boy for a boy, my Jumedi Abrel, a Amen Mat, Royal Brownies, Becky Bell Homemade Pizza, Debbie's Collection, Ma Docker's Pastries.
Wednesday BM ya de nyame ase so aboy ho ba ne da so eti enkwam de mu edu e na se papa e na Wednesday wonu se Wednesday se edu ne etina se na che Journey of Life ana every ason ya de ehihye so kama e de ama no e na ya wo ras January e wa ha ne betwetwe enkom ansa na no na me introduce no ne start o bra kontu mu ensem me kai se edumekuo bi ana aso masema me de dwumedi e de ebrel ohene ba Ghana rice o so pemu papa edi opemu a emu ohwam na etu afo ni kire ohweba fo na kwaji bi epodwe from e was 0244661676 0244661676 so ana o se ubetimi abone nsamra ne se ohene ba Ghana rice ana eat like a royal did it time for now so ye nipa so ari ase bia bia nipa na wo skin no enye fete se eye Debbielyn Jackson abeti he ya so na betimi so akọ eye royal brownies wo ope breakfast didi emu ohwam na chese bema won so wanyini from so a okọ ha benya bi edi Tom Brown wo honom rice sorta ne make can breakfast no I di break we breakfast dey okọ royal brownies for ho a obenya bi apodwe from e was 0240898981 0240898981 so na ye Amen Mats also omu ye Lances of Engineering Company o mama Ghana ase so wasima kodan court na court say ye nton wajapade ne for sika insurance ma kwa Amen Mats for ho emrem no hia ohyinia beton ne kama edi amount sanso na eye wo pe obi ato asase ato wo pe da ato wo pe ka ato bibia wo pe ato wo kwa Amen Mats ho beton ne kama edi amount free Mr. Yebo a 0249001964 0249001964 sanso na Debbie's Collection o se wo pe UK ntare papa jeans de ne ebu e fe ankasa se ne de hyemi ya han wo pe bi ato a wo Debbie ho a obenya bi mpa ba kama ne de bo life ne de ko eyi de ope bi a obenya bi ato Debbie ho Fred Debbie 0547646913 sanso na Becky Bell Homemade Pizza also pe pizza papa edi de wo tafre na wo seri won saka ho o fre Becky a obenya bi edi de mu edu oda essence wo say wa tete sokra 25 cedi unya pizza bi a 25 cedis e wo Ghana hat Kubeki le kwaji bi eto friend was 0544612997 one more any adwumeko masomasa me de Journey of Life e de ebrel me ametina se de dwumede ebrel de bia da no me di amejeso Debbielyn Jackson aka Ohima prove them wrong make us Fuke TV uko YouTube ayi videos ni go watch our benya bi ahwe sanso na Facebook nso follow ye nenya bi ahwe dem edu subscribe to your YouTube channel no at Fuke TV ye twa husi me ba de nkomo twetwe ne ebe hyehye so kama e de ama ye basisia
if I'm Francisco Kuyewa me license auctioneer me da company a friend Amen Mats your office no Kwasima around the anyone Bintu complex on the first floor and there you Amen Mats and say you turn near mama court banks financial institutions embassies any other private companies so we show say see na onya judgment etia the yonko individual bi na say company na auctioneer papa how fast when it come to sales me di Amen Mats one dance ya chile so na be hu yen betimi aboa no so we show say see na microfinance institution na obi de ne ka baba be collateral na di para default no mo auctioneer wodi no kre auctioneer we fast when it come to sales me di Amen Mats one dance ya man say o me hu yen Kwasima Bintu complex e betimi aboa no ai advert aton ne ma amana sa ka ne sika pepepe obes your contact me 0249001964 and 0243655691. Thank you.
Journey of Life Jumedi aboafo omo boy my di Jumedi Abrel Amen Mats Royal Brownies Becky Bell homemade pizza, Debbie's collection, Ma Dorcas pastries.
Asha for some more by the Baffle Katie, so Jenny of life, and I don't come to train, she shall come, and the amount you're trying to make a show, Sarah's Gino or her, and a little bit to come out for a consumer. Raz, you're more papa.
I don't know so.
You are
always shining with
and that's a makeup artist, and me.
I see.
Aye,
That's nice. Oh, shiny.
With us. Or rock country, send a moon and some the doors, no, you started free.
First of all, no, Mother Masha for us. Near Queen, my dear mammy said, Mensono, Mentre, the Amensuma film.
You will be so
On it's on a more serious note though, but yeah, sure baby I'm sure say free media ankasa de Emmanuel Amwa showbiz and then ama obi e di anya because be am bisa wa wodin kra obabodi different be na
me dini dia no.
But let's get to action. I started my life in some small village, the central part of Ghana. Krukitue be a friend, in Kusukum traditional area or after Mankisim. That was why I started life. Now, mommy feel them. And you know, I think I
don't know how many.
I think it was around like 2-3 months, and and so it's been a quiet grandma because now the grandma super, I come super, and a quiet grandma, and the struggling there. My life is a mystery. It's a serious mystery. Now after mom's death, you know, grandma said, say. She will take care of me because that love and call a woman means you know but transfer in her and so uncle Jamie. Probably Diana Abashan crying and so he hardly come there because of work. I think maybe every 1 year or 2 years now about and so the whole thing Nina Neo and then who said marry you and so on to say and the obey medical school obey and so we started now as you see me like this and then away maton bibia bidao bibia maton fish bia yeton bia maton bida sure. I think I started school. There was one preparatory school, very vibrant preparatory school, and I was that area, Victory International School. Now we have to walk near town, no, to where Victory. If you know Abra, Asebu Kwaman Kese. Good. We have to walk from Opem. If anybody watching us know where I'm talking about now, from Opem to Kwaman, and a bush.
Yes,
and this was around 2001, 2002, and you have to walk. I was with other 5 ladies. We have to wake up like 4 something and walk from here town to Kwaman every single day.
That time naka be
bush. And that was the school well educated on that side. International school also. If and you be so you have to go through that. And the struggle and there. Sometimes we have to go through you go back, you go come back, and then I was say, oh, by and some case school, come do as only, but you will still live and go to the bush because Oba and Obi and Ifi.
Okay. Now,
into Uber call. But I made the end say, "Men people," and only idea grandma realized that about me. Put me go for my Zana, and then she rather so say, "I am much interested in learning."
Okay.
But because it's a family oriented thing, you know, where then you also go to. And the Uber, come do know. You can imagine those mass out there and say, Babano, Uber, as also I'm quick for. And you have to get back around 6-7 days. The way grass is here. And then when you come back, Avians and the air be wolf.
So, into call for ma, call for ma, because of a common doing now, they call.
Yes.
But if you need
until you have to wait. Yeah, but fear.
Answer.
They too banchy. Now Buffy. Then you be over aside around 6-7 days.
Our phone school best is yes. What do you say?
This was around 2001 coming there, and it went on like that. Now another thing is because of not grandma per se, maybe go school, you know, or your market woman, you know, or oranges. I'm gonna know come on, me na no come the entire Moko Gambia. Over to Gambia, Kofa, Kaku. Good. The woman is no. Maton Kaku. Pen. We move from one community to the other. But in all, no, I felt like.
Me, time no, na enyo say. Uma mini went in and go through and was a
well, you see, they're most interesting to say, na grandma pay myself. So I never felt say, you jojo me. I also felt like she's a very struggling woman. So I also felt like, say, I need to support. Although it's an extended family, but so other siblings or other cousins or but
you side no one.
Yes. And so you have to go through it because at the end of the day I'm also considering on Onsuna's side. She still want me to go to school. Until me consider the side too. Just adjust with it. Sometimes even friends will see you when you are in school. And the funny thing is that your colleague friend from another community will come to your town and you see who say also and you can imagine the next day at school. Well, it's interesting though. You will feel bad, but at the end of the day, you must also consider your education. And see, well, Jojo need the but at the end of the day, you still have to be strong. And I think, say, and not like it's made me who I am. It is
no school. Our grandmother was one brave was books with some.
It's serious. That is why I said earlier, say, my life, you know, is a mystery. All my life, aside, many people see any beyond tonight. After moving from grandma on the side, no, and quite a miracle. How I move for all this journey to start. I have somebody from nowhere. Somebody didn't catch order that semi grandma na or a market or call Mankesim, Yankuma say those big markets. And so one day she just brought me that small boy to Mankesim. Funny enough, there's this woman Otto Newman. The woman came, saw me that particular day, and was like, Mommy, obey the me pedal. And funny enough, my grandmom also see that woman to Sammy Mommy. Because honestly a dark to Sammy Mommy. So it's been like your daughter.
Sometimes still no shot.
Me some get. So it was that kind of love. And I one year like from nowhere. And so one the woman also saw me just like that.
No fouls in it.
No family something back. So she was providing.
Okay.
She was providing. Mommy ba grandma ba no beton idea. You come out like that. And then just one day.
Until my school assembly day one year program.
It was so bad. Yeah, obey mono. And so things became like I was when your mommy be my and the whole family really enjoyed what was happening. Back away your mommy for and all that. And so sometime vacation I have to come to Saltpond and then move. Like that. And that is how I ended up in Saltpond in 2002, 3 then.
Sometimes no we teachers.
Maybe I think I was in stage 4, maybe go stage 5, international school here. And so I went on vacation, long vacation, and the woman was like, the woman's daughter. I don't know, maybe the understand it here. If you get closer to me, maybe Sunny Uncle woman. Or be a win to me uncle, or bear me, then A be a crack in share. You automatically love me. So the money now automatically I'm pay myself. Never penny decided for the family said, "Back on to believe God." I was on name now, and this thing became like a serious fight for the family. But the daughter still stood in.
Now that time the grandma won't feel bad.
We feel bad because I was the only person among grandchildren anyway, me na yeka some father in simiti so nkoton nka fo ne be ko but sika na mba. So it was a struggle for her, but she also was thinking for my best of future. Nti otia say
to you no now person won come am no now person won stay grandma.
Well, it goes into a point now I can't take decision again because my men ne bano or pay myself to that extent said not conform and that she even decided it is a maybe will be become boa or no was insistence about when they ever and that was how it started. So I have to move. I think stage 4 going to stage 5 and then it has to move. So when I came to Saltpond, the woman took me to Saltpond Catholic Boys.
So I do school for
yes.
Wow.
Maybe I know the way I you don't have to sit. Because she also has like
because of
me.
Major above one country about I didn't come to the message so come idea amount never see here.
Journey of Life Jumedi, aboafo mo boy ma di Jumedi Abrel. Eye Amen Mat, Royal Brownies, Becky Bell Homemade Pizza, Debbie's Collection, Ma Docker's Pastries.
You go so I didn't come to channel ma Journey of Life so any yet to come to channel so. What's my name papa no like because of
oh I ain't to couple but you see
and then they say what for a better
we are human. Yeah, nimpa. Imagine you have your own family with and the woman who are mapa until you know one I think New number 2 they were there, and then on one number like 4. So you can imagine, but
as a co-franco for Befi,
but she still felt like no, I need to do this. We didn't buy or they may buy and so the next session will be and now they may go to school. So to teach me to I think Saltpond Boys. And then I was boys Catholic school, and I've been Catholic all my life then. And now I was going to stage 5. And I had me call government school. And I had to move to, I think, class 6 going to GSS1. We wrote the exams, you know, then. Automatically, a film and payment. And that was how it started. We went through. But the struggles there. And also
because from international to Saito.
Yes.
Yeah,
because in international school, you can ask everybody, I've had a feel of preparatory school. Who's they are not ahead of government, you know. Until you get to a government school, I did a bachelor, no. Who's 2 times ahead. So that's how it went. There was also challenges because even in the house where we stay, a very big compound house. Funny enough, I happen to be the only boy amongst all the girls. And so you can imagine, I think there was other 6 women. Me at the age of 9.
No.
You see, then times are a boy. And at this time, here generation, the way I know. That's not how it is. Then times, we are born here. I remember, my baby to me. That's how it was. We lived like, and Kasa away, and now been seeing Nembani. Obia to me, Ruby. So it became like, if you may be a wolf, and at the age of 9, I was washing hip. But Saturday now, but to move here, be swam. That be at first, I felt like I didn't am a boy now. Fioni na man but I then I mean even here room no, I have like 3 other sisters with one guy. So how come me yes I know man. And so at first no now I feel bad a bit. Even Adriani, I cook. Me I can cook any food. Yes. Sometimes they start I join them, but I think I became a favorite of cooking in the house.
So why is that?
Meet me Adriani. And so the woman even feels my food than any other person. So I'll wash, I'll cook, I'll go and sell. I turn ice cream different types.
That's a no do.
No, but in all, no, I also feel like, well, indirectly, you are not part of the family. You will also have to do certain things to help. Because at the end of the day, sabi. So, there were a lot of things, if we say we will talk about, here we interview, no. And so, we will just cut that side. But I think it was a great experience because at age 9, now with me, Adriani, what Buffy Sunday? I think recently I was advising somebody and I was telling the person like that, and he was laughing. And I'm saying, see, Sunday over bus half here or no? You see, I said we have like 6 women. What was a Sunday special? Obi to me young choir. It did the next week. You will have to contribute. You work for full Sunday. Will be a wolf for me and me work. So you can imagine. We will be I'm telling you. Now, beside me say, me I ain't but you are still doing it because we are part of the family. We are family. We are not living like individual tenants. We are family. And the Akwabe favorite of the whole family. There was this woman Ochin Katie. So Ochin Katie we know Ludu Kotukumwa. Mekateketena na masia swodi na kubukwayo. Beautiful. Na masueni na ne dia koma nkisim. Ye the bar masia suye be kufi.
And that's still now dream say yeah boy but yeah mom
you see I came to realize say it's become a norm in the house that because indirectly, once we hear Diana and Obana Comedua, you can also enter into another person's room and get food and eat. So back that be what you want once we hear Bia because I be sabi who's any be any ho obi na ya wadom
na nya so o person uncle grandma
that be all this experience. I was in pain though, but I was enjoying it and I was learning because it came into a point I realized they said, okay, fine. If you don't go through that, there's also struggling at the village. If you also don't go through this and shape yourself. And at some point I realized, say, I'm being respected whenever I go back. Because they see me to be a different person altogether. So then I said, okay, fine. Why don't I ginger it? Remember me more need to deal with it. And that was what was happening. And so gradually we finished the SS. And then the result was okay. And then we had to move to South Point Methodist High School, my school. South Point. South Point, yeah, I think all my life I lived at South Point. And so that was our Methodist High School. The struggle was also a different struggle altogether. Because at the end of the day, what pass it? And the immediate one, I mean, in the boy, it's a piano. On school. And she was in SS, I think, Obi, and I maybe. Funny enough, the other girl that was with us, on SS, GSS, SS. So you could see the kind of challenge in that house. But at the end of the day, the woman still said,
now, and so go we square manage if you 1 year, and this some
maybe no, I'm not no present say, because I think I remember I got Kudiagri placement, and then the woman was like, no, on all Methodist. And then times, I think Mr. Paragrant was Methodist, South for Methodist on my head, and he was the headmaster for Methodist school then times, and he was no. I had to go to my school because what's your family anymore? Even the extended one anymore. My school fee. So you have to. And that was where we went through my school. It was a great experience. And then no struggling, I can say day into no say open bar. Woman no boutique woman kissing. No, or this togo for any or found your man. Into Obefia. You will still have to do that. And so I make a just ice cream in every modern time because Oba I want enough here and I want to be mama and kiss him. So you have to also do certain things that ebe boa.
Now when you are quite sweet,
Miss Yan, enumerate, then you will learn. But as I know with so then no matter what you go through at the end of the day, you will still find a way to do your side too.
SS life.
SS life. I think Obi or show me when go SS. I'm the quiet type. I'm a reserve. This time I'm say you will see me in media buga everywhere. I'm the reserved type. Very reserved. I think I got vibrant, and Obi also mate. I got very vibrant when I was given the position of, NCC. They had school. I can't say school beer or school organizations. The way I opens are catch you. Yeah, I think NCC was. We had a branch in South Point, and so they have to also give us an organization, NCC organization. So we teach constitution, a lot about even publications, communication on how to disseminate information to the nation. And so we were learning all these things. And then fortunately or unfortunately, because of the same agreement, they appointed me as the organizer. And I mobilized a lot, so they had to put that thing on me. And that was where my reserve type was dropped, because you have to move. You know the crazy aspect. So Obi reserve. Now you have to move from every class to class. every afternoon to make an announcement, say NCC Beshia. And that was where meeting people, talking to people, started here. And that went on and went on and went on. I think when we even finished SS, that job has to continue. I had to do that work for some time before entering into tertiary.
You didn't tertiary. You just offer a life tips. If we big girls were, and then so say what could say to me, mamma can say to big girls, it's name Eddie Amman, you just ma, Nayako fire no so conversation.
Raise my sandals to destruction, I don't want it to end.
I shall for embrace today as a life tips, a brown journey of life or so. Now, then my Bibia when you know, say what I could to aka Beckable, only knows the Dumazin charming, and they've been to into one by cancer, into big girls, aka movie star girl, meets ne mamma no. Now, and there were life tips so snow. Some me catch on and in young baby now while you knew how to say sorry. Say ye fumobia, you knew Kona yawa for do upon your chronicle. Saying sorry, very, very difficult man in Kofu Bebre. In this generation, you know, Kofu Bebre now they have been driven by egoistic ashayanama into wow from now. On Uncle Sam would have most of the original from to now or come for church on your corner or see baby. Mean yet, not child to top pedonia, Coranca South Banana, do not panacho, 1 year, madam. Say F will be, name without from no who welcome, now Queen Pocono, Aka sorry, at Sherman Power Chaw, a come up our chono, and now will level eduno, onto doom and buffo, a come up our chono, and is Beneza and I saw one television, or be an onion influence into say F will be and Tamparano, na a Queen Pocono, Aka come up our chawach and Aka sorry. Ka Ghanaian kasa mani pokuno de enyi no ho na awoso obi so fom obi na onya kono no na obaka me pocho na okasori chewa na woso eza akomapa eza ajendu na enyi bibia da na ede fumu bible se de se wobufu a onse de ebo todo nti so obi fom no ho na oba na onye obakasa opochewa na woso eza akomapa eze ajedo ama na yin na ya tena asomdwu mu fefefio Dumoku was so master mom is a life tips bosom on a journey of life a Debbielyn homemade pizza. Say pizza papa easy ma atan catch the one when my order there's a name account for Debbielyn homemade pizza madam. A bottom after 0544 612997 0544 612997 from one baby would be all way free delivery was a babro. Aha, and I'm busy missing big girls, aka movie star girl.
Raise my sandals to destruction, I don't want it to end.
Yeah, that way big girls as I say with me at the life tips and also it's me at the brain. Was it will be from what? Minia, Fache, the Jemu Manenka. And no any big boy in we are some general of life for black control and run away to my boy. I near or tertiary side.
Sure.
Also starting the same.
I think after SS, me right after SS now. Before I me
and also once they fake a crunchy.
No. Me SS screen na me trauma a criminal investigative way newspaper.
Okay.
I think in my third year. I was writing for Jury Ghana. Some of us they meet them. It was around 2008, 2009 there. And they were solely investigating criminal issues. So you deal with then time Supreme Court.
I
think it was a family link.
Okay.
I think my dad did something for one woman and the woman was the owner of the newspaper. So right from SS, I think even before finishing SS, the woman kept disturbing me. But no one made me with him. Me all my life, I wanted to be a military man.
Okay. Intina say
well, nobody just will say I'm a very smallish person.
Oh, okay.
And it's funny, oh. Me sunny if me who so geni sisia then times when I wear so geni na me beto a funny na me to me gina on chen to be faka and now be ko And I will get closer to you. Person me yet sell, and the person will look at you like, auntie, I say, and it continue. Say ABI, I mean, we say Independence Square and as a success match. I'll be very happy. I'll be very happy. So right from SS, even when before I finished SS, I was still worrying my dad. And then times you can imagine say for soldier for good. So I would say to my dad like, this soldier cry, I dream be sir. So after SS, I bought first form, second form, third form. I was still. But I had 2 careers in life. First, to be a military man, and second, what I'm doing to become a journalist. But the first one, and ginger me more was to be a military man because I just love to even be in that green dress. And funny enough, there I go back and say, so we tried. I think I tried 3 times. It was still not picking. My dad was like, after SS, no. But meanwhile, no. You know the interesting part. Meanwhile, I still had that woman was worrying me with the newspaper. So after SS, also Pami Mountain, they had their office at Odoko, and I have to move from home. My house is just here. I have to move from home to Odoko every day. And not knowing the woman was training me into me blogging life. Me writing life. It started right from SS. And this was around 2008, 2009 there. And so it started from that angle, and the woman was like, Pampesa won't be part of Mejumano. And I said, Mommy, meaning we be able to affairs ne Supreme Court ya mudi me kwe. I said, you mad Obeko, ne elder son. You mad Obeko. And then the guy will pick me, go along. I think during vacations will pick me and then go along with me. But let's catch up with the tertiary. And then right from SS. Military in the year, and anyway, you know. And then I was like, okay. And then first second option there. And then times, no beer, no prayer, no school uppers on call if you want to become a good communicator, GIG. And so that one too, we struggled. Not that my result wasn't good. But then times competition for entering GIG, it was a serious thing altogether. I think even the company wrote an official letter, and that letter is still with me. I tell you. And the company wrote an official, which is a communication company, wrote an official letter. I still have that letter there to GIG that they want their aspirant worker to be there. And so, but yeah, you know, there's politics in tertiary institutions and all that. And again, because of the type of work they were doing, we would deal with criminals, investigating criminals and all that. And so it became a threat to even the nation itself. It was something. We struggled. And then a new journalism school then times came in. I think it was a UK down here in a UK group of, it's now even UK group of schools. That was then, I think then Focus World Institute or something like that. And then we did a short course, I think almost like 6 months, 1 year. And then that one came, the international link came in, and then we did an online too, like 6 months. So automatically, home and myself. So I don't want to cry on the show today.
Oh, feel free to cry.
They all would say, you see that struggle from that woman. They say we rehearses. I think maybe we tertiary, and then she became seriously sick, and unfortunately, 2013, 23rd December, she died. So. Yeah. And
Your pages in mama.
You see, in life,
Ye try your musima, and this I knew so better. I say you try musima, but decisions in the West Pastor Eddie, my Basia.
Raised by sin, installation, destruction, I double into raised by sin, installation, destruction, I double into
Asha for our body dear. Says here, no, I can't you know, way a genuine of life. Or brown to the Muslim, one share, one can see as you saw in this one now, Casa Pro to me. This one now better, sir. In tears, I would say you try, now you try. I don't come to channel as says Eddie Twasso Eddie Amma. Yes, you enjoy my side.
Oh, no, I will still have to say that I encourage you, Obi. You see, people do these things. A man for boy, man for. But the area on say, Obi a boy kaiwate. I just want to encourage our viewers.
Window nipping in your cry.
Obi a boy kai. Because it's not easy to live. At some point, this woman will dodge and give me money to go to school. Number one. So all my targets, all my struggle was me because she's be one cause style. And you know the funny thing, the woman loved me to that extent. Say I was going to write my last paper. Nah, I already started. I was mom can't chapel. Obey high school. Mokacha pa obey high school no abafi. The mom can't. Now I got to know the sickness. I had thing. My friend Alliance, people are not picking. So finally, you near Nigeria by only doing him. No peers. I wouldn't. Maybe I cry me one was a woman by feet. So my me or I think it was my last paper. I left the paper and went.
One drop.
And went. Me could do sort for now critical. And seeing my mom, think tall woman like he. And then
I see.
It was something. And that was my first time seeing somebody. Yes, sabi, sorry. Obi away your ace 10 times. By Yari. The person make because Yari ordinary. And then she left. But the no be shame simply because she made the tertiary life become interested. And at the end of the day, very beautiful. I still completed. I still completed. And the every year me the shame when you say I still got the first class up. I wanted her to see.
Wow.
And she wasn't there to see. So I don't know my day I want to be shame and then we graduated. My life some way. So I am happy to be on this platform. When I was in school at the tertiary side, do you know it came into a point my lecturer was leaving for certain jobs. Me and my colleagues are there.
Wow.
So if you should go through my bio right now, I've been a junior lecturer for about 6 journalism schools, different ones. Right from my school, after we completed, I still did an internship to teach colleagues and after us. And they didn't understand. This is an extraordinary thing from ordinary class rep, and I wasn't even class rep. And it continued like that. That was just by the way. Then right from there, I think 2010, 2011, that one to Gab and Bim. And then a lucky thing just came in that 10 times Golden Star FM or Sweden was very active. Golden Star has provided, it's like an academy. has provided numerous of names you hear on radio and TV this time, 10 times. And so the opportunity came, and my lecturer was like, Charlie, internship be about. So one I'm with other guys, and then we went. That struggle at Swedro in 2011, 2012 was also a different ball game altogether. You know, finishing journalism first fresh. Now we need be now. You are desperate to know the job. But in all, no, even when you were in school.
But that time, no one I was sure one I still not sure.
You know, after mom's death, me back up here after SS, no. That was why I even got to know we have a house and all that. My dad, after a long while, had married another woman, and so it's a step. It became a different thing altogether. I don't want to talk about it here. And so now, by see. So you have to find your own way, and then.
The mamma, what's your what's now?
I'm gonna make us all new way. So after then, Ubia penny, Ubia December. So sort one crime call watch. So we have to move on in life after all the pain. And so
now grandma do.
Yeah, grandma was still.
Now
and still now
grandma.
Oh no, meeting and coming me call watch. And so you have to now begin to face life on your own. And so the struggling from that was work starting officially, because after SS after tertiary also jury, no. Jury also had issues because a criminal investigative had issues, and so they had to in a way collapse it. And so I have to have another alternative to do internship. That was Golden Star. Internship, and yet this time internship So sometimes I see our nowadays generation of journalism and I laugh, because then times internship, maybe our boss there, he will be a victim like me. You will serve. And all my life, you see, that is one thing that I like what he has started doing. And I think very soon other people will understand him. This work is 7. I served like 3 years and I have not received 1 peso.
Yes, everyone.
You get me? Not only that. You see, when we started Golden Star, I will give you radios and TVs. And then you have to go stay with penny with and then you have an opportunity to stay with. I had an opportunity to stay with a head of DJ. Then times there. DJs is also there. Then times no. Everybody almost spinners. I had the more programs near there. Now shami kitty. Now me ko say me the school there internship there nka me say o kwa no ayi audience obi boy man na say o yeshu an nka okus. Me so speakers. As you go program. Now what source your speakers back and front. Nini na homeboy and cry and your home. And then you still have to serve. Back. You watch the time that you're supposed to go to studio and watch what a presenter is doing or a DJ is doing. That is why also boss and then you're more. You get it? And you still have to go through. Because we are disrespectful. And then I will go to Bukusiano. And then you come back to the job site itself, and what you go through will frustrate you to leave. But you still went through. And me the type as I my reserve, because that's what your life so unfortunately, no piano no to me intimidate me during the times there. But I also got to realize that in life, it is only when you serve that somebody will serve you. So serve. So I served. Moving from Golden Star, I think another vibrant station they also do. Moving from there with the intention was Kentinka. And Kentinka was one of the power stations the times there. I had to move. Big up man like Ras Disco. Yeah, so I heard him on radio, and then one day I forced that got his contact. You see, another thing that journalists of today or broadcasters of today should know: when you want to know something, don't feel. I like messaging now. The segment that came in. Don't feel too proud or have ego to get to somebody who know the job to learn.
I was so crutchy.
Because see, it is only that point that you will get to know. I've been a junior lecturer before, and I will tell my students, you know what? Yankopon the BBI show more than that. Teacher now who will be different. Naturally, be different. So combine the three. And when the teacher was on over to me, I pair. To me, no one better.
Oh, secret be over.
Good.
And one won't be
very good. So, in all, I still learn. I still go to people and I do boss, and they will look at you. Because you want to get on our own. Yes. And that is the way of learning. So, to brush all those things so that you focus on what you're talking about. It went on like that. I went to this school and I was like, it was my tone gun radio me. And he was like, yo, why are you really in there? Come. And that was why I started working with the school on Kentinka too. Then I had to move. Then through that, per works in terms of production.
Now, sharing now,
this go or share, he will tell you. And he always had that thing in me. Aras, there's something different about you in our work. Oh, yeah, easy. Especially on my reggae dance or field. I can sleep and you just wake me up. And I'll blow it off. And that was one extraordinary thing that people have fought me till now. Give me a chance, and if you don't take it, they will sack you. You get it. So in the struggling of work, at some point it became a threat to me. Say, that is one of my challenges in terms of getting a media job to do. I became threat, and so if you don't take care and you open mic for me, give me like less than 5 minutes. What I will do on air, so we don't man in your tear, and me at the type I have conscience, so that means media abominable.
There been so good with me, baby. Oh,
you see, that thing we've passed through over the past 10 years. Okay, I'll try several times, but you see, I'm here with you today. You know what I've gone through, like attacks. What's the catch? You get it? At some point, you go to a radio for your show, and then you get there, and there's a different ball game altogether there. I was the type because of reggae dance when I was doing night more, and you. Still you burn the build here over home cry. And young grandkid and get us say, oh, because if you were ready as you. That was even a bit of it. I'm the type people drive car 10 times on radio. I remember Dynamite in Takwa. People drive car and would love to see that as general guy. And sometimes it's funny enough that they are coming to the station and I'm going out. And they will talk to me and bypass me. Go to the state. Me also. By MBBI is one. Me when I will say by MBBI is okay, so they will bypass me, and then they will go to you're sure as general, and then another mopa no. And this is what has been continuing. And so from there, I think from Kentinka, Dynamite, I came back to Accra. And then fortunately, one guy opened a media school. And I had to be the administrator. That was then, 2013, 2014 there. And so we managed that school for a while. I was still working with Parkway Singing Station at Idado. Yes.
My first boss was.
Okay, so managing that with that for I think for a year and a half, and then an opportunity came. I had to do a foreign event. I'm also more into events, so a call came in, and then we had to do that too. I came back, and then from there, I think other media schools also came in as a junior lecturer, and then to share ideas of that. I think about 5 media schools so far, but I paused that, and then job came in for me to work with other stations, and also doubled as a consultant because people have to come for ideas and all that, and that's what has been happening. I've worked with Supreme Africa, which is a record label that also came to serve the entertainment industry. Work with other brands, entertainment brands as well, and then with other foreign entertainment showbiz partners, and so that's what's been training me. That's what's been building me up. And my experience now, we've been learning, and so people still confide in you for the works you do, and then they will call you, and then you still do works. That's what has been me till now, and we're still serving. But the ones that has come in, I think TV, I did few of them outside, and then with here, I think ITV was a major one that everybody got to know. My TV side was on ITV, I think for a year like that. And then something came in, I had to move because I was also doing administrative work back doors, and so I had to move for other things to go on.
You try who see my baby challenges I will face throughout the journey of life. You see my
Raised by sin, installation, destruction, I double into.
Journey of Life Jumedi, aboafo a mo boy ma di Jumedi abrel. Eye Amen Mat, Royal Brownies, Becky Bell Homemade Pizza, Debbie's Collection, Ma Docker's Pastries.
My memories by sin, installation, destruction, I double into.
Ashafo kuma chuchu na de gusu na unu so ofa we de na chese ye de kwa kopima nesa ye hwe wabo abrabo no
Oh, Mr. Tio.
Masa ba besi ba kunke ye ko enso so tonton na ma bibe de na oton.
Okay, so with fish, if only it wouldn't be news tomorrow.
Depend on what you take.
I think I've because of grandma and my tongue all sort of fish before. Because just no so I've sold that, and then other fish. I've sold ice cream before. I've sold 10 times yogurt. Yes, I've sold some before. I've also given a helping hand to friends and all that streets, and then we help them. Other people don't know this, but these are the kind of day to works I have underground. Yes, and then I've really gone through. But in all, no, I think Yankupon started all my that wisdom in them to realize say, Nina there's nobody was as is why Yankupon be in this year. Or in the streets, because at the end of the day, I wouldn't have been on this platform. If I had not gone through anything, I don't qualify to be here because get the title of the show, Journey of Life. So if you do not have any journey of life, if you don't go through, if you don't pass through,
As I feel
and you will be having a asha as you are because they even say the life begins at 40. I'm not 40. You want me 30 small baby. I still have life to enjoy, but it's good that you pass through early, experience it, then you are able to build it to correct certain things. Because so what I'm saying for
why you be that feel yes. How about the next time.
Sometimes it's good. At first, now I thought it's bad, but it is very good. When you go through all these things and you learn them, ask your boss, me say now you be annoying and drama. Good. So it tells you say manembra. Being able to accept them, receive them, and differentiating between them. Now we'll pick and makes you mature. And the yes, I was saying, bra. Do I ban and no yet dance? I'm making a go on and ban will be. You know, I sit here and it will be like 3 days now on the day. 4 days. I've stopped 4 days before. Now me no so many days. I mean, you're fasting now. You get it? This is some of life, but what can be forget it? I want to be on better shows where they just want to say something. These are some of the movie.
We a journey of life for black one too. Yeah, go through no na ye can.
Any movie. I've gone through like 3 solid days back to back, and I've not drank water. I've not eaten. Funny enough, you see, I'm a very crazy person when it comes to my shows. And then time you come to my radio on my show, me yi matter but me sweaty. And that is why somebody would drive and come and or But you know the funny aspect of it. That time na me yet as a vampire or show no. Na me ebi am no show yet. People watch me on TV and they thought Katoka mami. Katofia mami.
Say no what TV o ka wo fie. Obi o TV so kra aduane kra ni sika kra de pa ka wo cheke.
I never thought obi obi show me wash me shoulder. I am fire. And then funny enough, that time no ebian sukura me numbi. And na ma me dey extraordinary.
Challenges I will face it throughout the journey.
Attacks in more. Attacks in more. Some of us we should die long ago. Debbielyn make say said yes ni na we dwuma mu ni ade. Me obi so am pe me ho asem o. Obi oni bia. I've never had issue with any industry player before. I don't think I'll ever have. Because I'm always on my lane. I do my professional things and then I go. Many will be any problem there. But you see, every single route that is supposed to grow branches and all, you need to have all these things. Some have survived it. Some didn't survive it. Our industry it's crazy. Fine, so somebody where is actually watching what you're doing in your corner. So I thank you guys for this. This is also my 2nd or 5th award. No, for being on it, Summer Express, yeah, true be because someone my Mr. going and I'm Kujina TV so and I'm Kujina TV so me and life story. This is the only platform I can get to share my life story. There are other people who are there. She said they will get the opportunity. Stories were all among for bread. We can be a man and Nant fan of cow. Who never can so we with work. And sometimes it is simply because you want the best of the work. You have to work. The money some no day. But because open experience be you would have to still tolerate it and go. The people still have stories to encourage the young ones. Yeah, this spirit. Young ones, yeah, penitent them. I was sad when Miami were here the last time. I had 2 boys 17 and he killed 10 years. If he him for neighbor, and see, and then it's let's encourage people. Among for are going through stuffs. So sometimes when you don't get these motivations, me as I stand here, as a media as well, it is something in our blood, but me to dive into other businesses because at the end of the day, it's still boiled down not to money, but when you're doing something, you're not being appreciated of what you're doing. You still feel like okay. then it's not even needed by the people. So pause it, do what will benefit you and your family, and at the end of the day, you are good.
Yeah, that's it. Say no aha, and every me a come the journey of life SC and any Rajino and a chuchin come for Bracken to oh, Cosso, coming to us.
So first of all, thank you to you guys for giving me the opportunity. And then today I'm happy to be in my own brother's studio. He's also been another person. He's struggled for the industry part. So Shots giving us the studio. Shots, thank you very much for giving me your studio. And then to every industry player, we are all contributed positively for the betterment of our industry. Industry in your baby home, but I thank everybody. I think we should keep on doing it. Let us not hate. Let us love each other. Let us share ideas. It's a man come on a backbite and near chin someone. Woman can have been a boom, and Shasha, Junior and Torture. I am building. Yes, in the industry, maybe, but you go to my head. So at the end of the day, thank you to everybody for supporting me from then to now. I am sorry as general. Just a few days ago, other people were asking me, when are you coming back on TV? But me a business. Yes, car. Oh, and let us do other things. So thank you to everybody, thank you to my fans who have been supporting. We're still doing social media works. So, and then RGTV is still active. And let's support. And let's support Foka TV. I mean, they have a friend Foka TV. Let's support it. They are doing great work.
Subscribe it.
More yamahe.
More follow ye.
Name Fembra. What I say, that the guy has vision. You know, the someone support it.
I think there's a creativity to casket schools.
Well, only Foka. All right, so that's support.
It's not AC. Madam production team I say big girls Foka and I face say wa me do bibi ase. Most one waje a journey of life at too many Foka TV at too many yadamase dem edu. Or can say me or say what time will be a man time no sense we ase no obi a man obi a what dey wasua dey no ani e wodi ono so ye dey talent na wo no enti obi ye ne talent na nya me dey a che no oye ni ya sua no na fe bi kan wo dey no me mfa adwi bia ne asemboni bia nso otim nka se me koku na twen eno emwo ne munya abote na wusua na de bi kan de ono ana ebetimi aboa wo midi ene Debbielyn Jackson ubetimi afre me ohima prove them wrong. Forget if you say creativity till casket close, Macron.